Everybody keeps talking about how impressive it is that Olivia Wilde shot the best comedy of the year so far in just one apartment. But nobody's talking about how Olivia Wilde's process created such a great film. I think it's because she basically shot this movie as a play. Now you're probably thinking, oh yeah, she shot it in order like a play. There's actually a lot more to it than that. So I'm gonna give you 5 other things that are inspired by the theater that makes this movie work.
Come on, a day at the theater? This is the kind of wacky, time-wasting nonsense I've been missing.
First and foremost, the original version of this story was a play. So the Spanish writer-director Seth Rogan wrote this story as a play first. Makes sense that it all takes place in one location. He then adapted that play into his own film version, Los Vecinos de Arriba. The Invite is a remake of that Spanish film. So it was originally a play. Okay, number 2, table work and development. Table work is something that you see a lot more in theater than you do in film. The director and the writer or writers and actors all sit around together and develop the script. A lot of the time when you're making a film, that kind of just happens with the writer alone in their own room making things. But when you're developing new work in the theater, everybody works together.
We then had this workshopping process where Rashida, Will, Penelope, Edward, Seth, and myself sat together for 2 weeks before filming, and in those 2 weeks really reworked the script.
Because Rashida and Will had not had a chance to do another draft of this since the new cast came in. So to a certain degree, there's a redrafting process that's going along with a workshop process.
Yes.
This approach to making something that already exists is much more common in the theater than in film. When you're doing a film remake, people are like, oh, we just kind of want to see the old film again. But in theater, there's an understanding that you're performing the same plays over and over again. How many times have people put on Hamlet? But with that knowledge, as a director, you take the play, see what people have already done with it, and figure out how you're going to make it your own. Which, again, is something that I think Olivia Wilde did incredibly well with this film.
I think that that's what drew me to it as a director, was the idea that there was a chance to make a version of this that felt specific to not only to an English-speaking audience, but to this cast that we could bring to this, who all personalized it.
Okay, number 4. I don't know what number we're on, I haven't been counting. A lot of her cinematic inspiration for this film is actually rooted in the theater. So Olivia Wilde has cited Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf being a huge inspiration for this film, which, for my theater nerds out there, was originally a play. Another big source of inspiration was 12 Angry Men, directed by Sidney Lumet, I don't know how to pronounce his name, so please tell me, who was a film director that started out his career in the theater. My final point, which is my favorite point actually, is the way that Olivia Wilde blocked the entire thing. There's a concept in theatrical directing called eating the stage. You're not actually eating the stage. This isn't Hansel and Gretel. What that means is blocking things in different parts of the stage throughout the play so that you have visual variety, and by the end, you've utilized every possible option within the architecture of your set. Olivia Wilde did this beautifully in this film. She's using the visual architecture to add variety for our eyes, but also to tell us exactly where each person is in relation to each other emotionally throughout the entire film.
Oh, we were fighting.
We were fighting, yeah.
Bit of a contentious environment in here, so I understand if that's repellent to you. No hard feelings, you know what I mean? Completely understand, you know?
We love a contentious environment.
Overall, I'm just really happy to have finally seen a comedy that was cinematic for the first time in a really long time. Have you seen The Invite yet? Was there anything that I missed? Let me know in the comments below. If you liked this video and you want to hear more about how to make your creative process more effective to create the art that you want to make, like, subscribe, and follow along.